How you doing? It's like the Granddaddy Minx show. The Granddaddy Minx. Yeah. So it's gardening tip time for everybody. So this is what the landscapers use. It comes in big rolls. It helps keep the weeds away. You lay this down. You cut around your plants. This is my papaya. Papaya grow good. Yeah. To keep it down. What it is like, should be galvanized metal hooks. This is about 8 inches. And you just push it on in. Now keep it nice and secure. Typically, I have a hammer with me. And I got a bag of mothballs. That goes under there. That'll keep the mice and rats away. And some bugs. They don't like it, but keep it away from the plants. Or it might kill them. And as you see, there's no sequence to this. I'm just putting it down, laying it down, going at it. There's no sequence to it. Just do it. Just do it. There you go. That's good stuff. Oh, Granddaddy's got to stand up now. Oh. Push these in. Ooh, we've got red pine. They do a lot of mulching with this red pine. And when it gets wet, it smells really good. So we're going to use that today. First time ever for Granddaddy Minx using red pine. What are you doing, puppy? Alrighty. Gosh, this smells good. Mig, you gotta get this at your house. If you want to smell fall, you need this stuff around your garden area. Definitely. Well worth it. It'll smell like the north. It'll smell like those pine trees, even though it's a southern pine. Long needle. Long needles grow quick. Short needles take a longer time. Oh gosh, you guys got to get pine needles for mulch. When the moisture hits that, it's going to smell so good. Oh, it smells good now. I really like working with this. Ugh. Reminds me of a kid playing in the woods in Pennsylvania, in New York, camping, in an RV, hiking on the Appalachian Trail. Oh, put some around my foxtail tree over there. Because I got a little extra, right? Wasn't that fun? Yeah, gotta work out. Something left me a surprise. Kids, don't play with that at home. Wood smells good. There's 2 crows in a tree. One crow's eating food off of the road. The other 2 crows in the tree, they're looking for cars. How do I know this? Because have you ever heard crows going, the other crow in the tree says to the other crow, when a car comes, he goes, "Ka, ka, 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 ka." Hi. All right, we're back on the air. Okay, So back for the gardening tip kind of thing. What am I doing? Well, I got to show you something. Are we seeing this? This is the cocoa brick. Okay, it comes in a cocoa brick and you just add water, and it keeps, if you're in a dry climate, if you have clay, you probably don't need this, but the roots really love it. I would, even if you have clay, use this cocoa brick. So what happens is it comes in a dry brick. This cocoa brick by Hannah, or is it Cannon? Canna. Check it out. You just add water to it, and you add water to it until it clumps up and turns into itsy bitsy tiny pieces. And this is what it looks like. And I just put some bok choy in here. Are we seeing this? Now, I added some more to my mint, and we're gonna have to see how this looks like. And my Italian parsley, and the white stuff is, what is that? It's perlite, which is that white stuff. It's really not plastic and foam. It comes from busting up, what is it? Oh, help me out here, guys. Volcano rocks, I believe. They do something to volcano rocks, and they heat them up, and then it turns into like popcorn, and that stuff pops off of it. And then hi, none of that over there. You behave yourself. Fertilizer. Oh, and look at my my collard greens. Ay. And then my cherry tomato plant is loving it. Cocoa's in there, and I used some other mixture soils in there along with that cocoa. Cow manure. It's getting bigger. It's getting better. Papaya. If you want to grow papaya down in the south, all you got to do is just take the whole papaya itself and bury it in the ground. That's right. I got my chili peppers in there. My garden. I love gardening. Got to have the beauty of the flowers. That's a kumquat tree. I believe that's like the mother-in-law's fangs. Peppers are still doing good. Another one. I got plenty of room in here to grow more stuff. And I saved this little guy, and I'm going to trim him down so he can do better. Some more Italian parsley. So the reason I brought you in here is, like, I'm suffering over here with my other project. So I got one of these cattle things that you fill up with water, and I'm like, I'm not using it, and it had a hole in the bottom of it. So I says, what am I going to do with this thing? So I'm using that plastic stuff that the water will irrigate itself through and drain out, so it's not soaking wet. So I'm going to fill it with that, keep it nice and even. And that's palm tree bark, and that's part of the palm tree crushed up coconuts that's holds in the moisture. So I'm like recycling more of that stuff right there, so why not? So I don't know how this is going to come out, but you know what, you don't know until you try. So enough of this, keep working, right? Yeah, this isn't fun, guys. And I was struggling with it, so I says, hey, if I'm going to struggle with it and learn how to do something, we might as well learn how to do something together. Let's see what happens. All right, Granddaddy, what in the heck am I doing? I don't know. I'm suffering. Looks good. Looks good. The body doesn't work like that. I think that looks good. No, don't do that. I didn't do it. Why do you think that happened? You guys got like off the air. Hey, we're still on the air. I got a headache. Oh my gosh. Why does stuff like that happen? I don't know. I don't know nothing. Hey, I don't drop my scissors. When you walk with scissors, make sure you walk with them down, kiddos. Don't hold them like that. Hold them like that. Don't hold them like this, because then you fall and you land on yourself, you hurt yourself. Always hold them down. If you go to fall, throw them. Don't throw them at anybody though, but just toss them out of the way so when you fall, you still don't land on top of them. I think that happened for a reason. This will rot over time. Look at it. It's already like, it falls apart. It's already turning into soil. So, and I don't think it's acidy. And it is from a foxtail palm that I was trimming up earlier. And if you want me to take you to trim up my trees, put it in the comments. Hey, Granddaddy Minx, I want to watch you trim your tree. Got more mulch, coconuts. Got these coconuts. A lot of the city workers down here, they'll trim them and you help them out. And wherever they trim their coconuts, you just park and go collect coconuts and put a drill hole in there and you got some coconut juice. I didn't do that because I wanted to recycle these in here. Put them in the bottom of your pot. It doesn't have to be a gigantic pot like Granddaddy Mink, but for some reason size always matters. I'll go get my other supplies. You know Larry Lynx, you know where Larry Lynx is at. Larry Lynx, some other gentleman decided to take Larry Lynx to, what was it, Titusville? Yeah, Titusville, they call it Space Coast, to watch a bunch of guys go off in a rocket. Might be a girl on there this time too. Guys and girls in there, you can go, whew. Hopefully the weather's like, it's a little breezy, but it'll at least blow the rocket over the ocean, right? Yeah, I think they're just going up for fun. I don't even think they're going to do any scientific research. Well, they're probably doing that, but they're not launching any satellites to watch us, but they're doing something. But I don't think they're burning any fossil fuels. I heard that every time a rocket goes off from Cape Canaveral, it's enough to power 10 billion lawnmowers. I would like somebody to Mythbusters, scientific Mythbusters, tell me how many gas-powered lawnmowers it would take to run for the time that the rocket goes up to get into orbit. I'm thinking it's at least 10 billion lawnmowers. Let me know. Granddaddy Minx is back. All right. My friend here, my mule, has a boo-boo, a little cut on his nose. So I use big balm. Comes in this green can for centuries. Since 1899, yeah, for centuries. And it's really good stuff. Your critters, your livestock out in the woods, out in the pasture, they get a boo-boo. Barbed wire, trees, they fight with each other, pecking order. This guy's got a little boo-boo right on above his nose. So I'm going to take some of this, and it's used for all sorts of cuts and gashes. Neutering the boys. When you neuter the boys, they need to be neutered so they get along with everybody else. And same thing, slap up any wounds and you're good to go. So we're going to do that for this guy if he allows it. Hey, here we go. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Oh yeah, some good stuff. He says, what is that? What is that? Come here. You want to get it? Hey, come here. He's definitely got it on him. Now we got to rub it in there. Okay. Are we seeing this? Come on. He got his hoofs trimmed today by the farrier. Yeah, what am I going to do with it? He says, I don't even like that. Now I got to taste it. Hopefully he rubs it on something and he'll be all better. Yeah. I should have gave him what he wanted, like a carrot, and then he'd stick. Now you're gonna come back over when I'm gonna leave? You know I'm gonna leave. Are you ready? Are you ready? Come on, come here. Let me wipe it. It's good for you. Talk about food, he comes back. He knows what the word carrot means. Mules. Alright, that was that segment. That was fun. Also, while we work, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Got my tree. Heck yeah. I got my mushroom compost mix by Mad Cow. I got fertilizer, Fertiloom. It's got perlite in there, peat moss in there. And then I got my cocoa, a Hannah cocoa. I love Hannah cocoa. Hannah cocoa is probably, and I mixed it all together, so it's all good. So it looks like I gotta start mixing. You'll need a hoe, and a pointed shovel, or a flat shovel, whichever you prefer. When you get soil, they shouldn't be filled with old dry pieces of wood. Should be nice and black and soily. Don't buy anything that's like dry and brown. You want it black. Black and dark. Voila. Good stuff. Dogs that dig up your plants, don't put any fish or live fish or dead fish or meat in there, or they'll dig it up and you lose your plants. I found out the hard way. All right, now we're going to transplant this guy. We're going to go from a smaller pot to a bigger pot. Roots are in there, pull them apart a little bit, just a little bit. Down you go into your bigger home. Put it right over there against that steel stake. Very thick rebar. Thick, the way it should be. That's like 2 inches thick. I'm at peace when Granddaddy Minx is out in the garden playing. Growing stuff. I need some radishes out here. I think one of the viewers sent me some radishes to plant. We should go look for those soon because we're going to have some more planting areas to do. This is the Dinker Locker CD Pilsner. Made and imported, imported from Germany. It's okay to say it's from Germany. I don't mind if it says from Germany, but it's imported, so it must have left Germany. What happened, Granddaddy Mink? Why did we cut off the air? Why are we going to stage 2? Why are we doing the cut 2? Well, Granddaddy Mink's battery went out, and Granddaddy went to take his old battery out of the camera. He takes it out of the battery. He has the new battery right there, the charged battery. And then I take the old battery and I put the old battery that wasn't charged right back into the camera. And then I take the battery charger that was charged and I put it back into the battery charger and plug it into the wall and walk away. Come back, look at the battery charger. It's got the green light. I'm like, oh geez, wow, that didn't take long to charge at all. That was like 2 minutes. Not. A little slipperoo. It's like hocus pocus or something. I love that sound. When I was a kid, they used to make cans out of steel. And if you didn't drink it fast enough, it would actually rust. I've seen rusty beer before. I've seen rusty Coca-Cola. You don't want to drink out of a rusty Coca-Cola can. That is like 42 degrees, 47. There's a squirrel coming over at me. What do you want, squirrel? I'm not feeding any more bird seed. That's for the birds. That's why they call it bird seed, squirrel. Sorry about that. A little bitter, but not too bitter. Refreshing flavor. Yeah. Grain. Yeah, you taste some kind of grain in there. Well, enough of the drinking. Start working. Wheelbarrows nowadays, they only last a year, 6 months, and they're already rusting out. And that's keeping them indoors. You can't put rocks in them, you can't throw bricks in them. I didn't even do that. And you gotta till it back up. Push that stuff down in there. Look at it. Just look at it. My gut tells me to add soil though. But I already got the soil. You don't want to see what I've been doing. You want a close-up view, right? And Granddaddy makes it gonna do that. I believe those are 25-gallon pots. That one's are they 25 or are they 15? 10 or 15. That one's got to be 20. That one, that one's gonna. That's our research and development stage. That's a lot of cocoa. So far things are working out in the garden. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, I've got these mulch bags from JR's Produce in Cypress Hills, Florida. Last year, or was it this year? No, it was this year, like in March probably. And the guy is retired. They had the best spinach there. The spinach leaves were like 20 inches long and tasted so earthy, and you could taste the minerals and you could taste the vitamins just naturally. That is very tasty and organic, I would say. So it looks like there's a lot of wood chips in here, and it's like I was saying, what you don't want. You really don't want that. Yeah, you don't want to put that in your garden. It's a little bit of black, but it's mostly wood chips. I'm debating whether or not to use it or not. It wouldn't be too bad of a mixture for the bottom, and it would age over time. Wouldn't go bad. I'm probably going to use it because I have it, and then probably all my cocoa stuff on top. And this tub is huge. That's a lot of wood. Gotta start somewhere. Well, Granddaddy Manx is getting tired, starting to get dark out. I don't know if you could see it on your end, but it is on this end. I don't know if we can do anything else. Do a couple more things, but the camera's not going to be able to pick it up. GoPro might. But till next time, thanks for watching the garden tips and playing with the soil and getting our hands dirty. Better get your hands dirty. Look at those nails. I'm gonna need a manicure after this. I got so much dirt and soil under my nails. Cardinals, it's beautiful out here. Enjoy nature. Spend more time out here than you do on your devices. That's what Granddaddy Minx does. Stays away from the cell phone, computers, whatever those things are, and breathe the air. Inhale, relax, be with nature. Get your fingers dirty. And you know, I'm not gonna be touching no cell phone with fingers like this. All the buttons will be all nice and crunchy. You push it down, you go crunch, crunch, crunch. I got a lot more yard work to do out here. Well, thanks for watching the Granddaddy Minx segment on gardening. Next time we'll be putting plants in there, looking for some seeds to go in there. Most likely radishes and lettuce and spinach. I gotta find those soon. Please subscribe if you enjoyed what you're seeing here. Like and share and talk about the Granddaddy Minx Show. Thanks for watching.